AIWF fans, and welcome to the brand new look, totally revamped Cyberzone. I'm Rick Diesel and I'm your host for the brand new Cyberzone, and we're going to take you on a journey. This is what Cyberzone's all about now, is a journey through the affiliate companies of the AIWF. I'm going to be here kind of as your guide, so to speak. And and once again, just like I said on the last episode of the news, the AIWF has informed me that I have to stay biased on this. But don't worry, all you hardcore, die-hard Rick Diesel fans, the new Rick Diesel show is coming up soon, where I can vent and be myself and let you know how I really feel about things. But that's alright. In the meantime, we've got the new Cyberzone. Now, first off on the Cyberzone, we're going to take a trip up to Sparta, North Carolina and CCW, AIWF Classic Championship Wrestling. Now, as many of you may remember, not too long ago when Classic was in Sparta, Tennessee Ernie Nord and Kenny were facing the tag team of the Ninjas, and I cannot say their name, but I will learn it. Don't you worry about that. I know one of them is like Sushi Karaoke, and the other one is Kobayashi Dog Meat. I don't know what their names are, but we'll figure it out. But that's irrelevant to the point, because what happened during that match between Tennessee Ernie Nord and Kenny and the Ninjas was Big Daddy Eric Edwards and Robbie Evil rushed the ring, handcuffed Tennessee Ernie Nord to the ropes, and proceeded to beat down Kenny until help arrived and they took a powder out of the ring. But what we're going to view today on our very first match on the brand new Cyberzone is Big Daddy Edwards is stepping in the ring once again in Sparta, North Carolina, and he'll be facing Tennessee Ernie Nord in a handcuff match. Let's go to that right now. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the brand new and improved Cyberzone. I'm Rick Diesel, and we're sitting here with my guest commentator this week, Tim Dolan, as we are in Sparta. We're going to Sparta, North Carolina for Classic Championship Wrestling. Out first, here he comes, Big Daddy Edwards.
Making his classic debut, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that entrance. It's the new set of the AIWF with the Tron screen and all. I tell you what, 2009 is yet to make it, but with the new entrance set and everything else, AIWF's moving up the ranks quite quick in the indie scene here.
I tell you what, Tim, I know that we're still building Sparta, and the crowd is still getting to know the AIWF Classic Championship Wrestling, but I love this building. It's an awesome building up here at Sparta, North Carolina, so we'll let all our fans out there know that here in Sparta, that just to keep watching for Classic. That's what you want to look for. Classic, AIWF Classic Championship Wrestling right here in Sparta. And Big Daddy Edwards showing him handcuffs. Now his opponent this week on the Cyberzone is Tennessee Ernie Nord. And the reason that Big Daddy Edwards was showing those handcuffs is because the last time that Classic was right here in Sparta was the very night that Big Daddy Edwards and Robbie Evil handcuffed Tennessee Ernie Nord to the turnbuckle and done the horrible beatdown on Kenny, and that's what set this match up. That's what this is all about. Tennessee Ernie Nord looking for revenge on Big Daddy Edwards.
Tell you what, Tennessee Ernie Nord has to be one of my favorite, and I'm going to use the word character. Some people may not like that or gimmick, but Tennessee Ernie Nord is just an incredible guy to watch, and I think Big Daddy Edwards has more to take on than what he knows right now. So.
Well, exactly, and Tennessee Ernie Nord, a lot of people, he's become a well-known figure in the AIWF, and he moves around to all the affiliates, and he is in the AIWF draft that's going to be coming up and announced real soon, and he's looking for a permanent home. Now, for those folks out there who don't know about the draft, just because you get drafted into a company does not mean that you cannot wrestle for other affiliates in the AIWF. It just means that that's the affiliate that you're going to be most recognized with the AIWF, because that's going to be your home.
You know, this is something that as this match starts here in Tennessee, Ernie Nord takes the upper hand and advantage, but something that I know I've had some fans ask me about, Rick Diesel, and I'll let you, since you're director of affiliate operations, answer. When they get drafted, for instance, let's say Tennessee Ernie Nord goes to Classic. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but if he goes to Classic and he works an Anarchy show where another show. Is he eligible to fight for that title?
As he, well, it's he will be eligible if based on his win-loss record, just like anything else. But if you are in, let's just say for example, Tennessee Ernie Nord, who's really working over Big Daddy Edwards in this match. But I mean, it's amazing at the motivation revenge can give you. But say Tennessee Ernie Nord did get drafted into Classic, that automatically puts Tennessee Ernie Nord as a contender to the Classic heavyweight title.
Okay.
And, I mean, he is a contender for that title. He is a contender for the best, for good matches in that. So I mean, he don't have to work as hard to get a shot at the belt in Classic as he would in, say, Anarchy or PPW or ZCW. Big Daddy Edwards now taking back over on Tennessee Ernie Nord, plus being drafted into Classic automatic. Just for instance, Tennessee Ernie Nord got drafted into Classic, he would automatically be on the Classic shows.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying? He has a spot on all the Classic shows, so as a permanent member.
Big Daddy Edwards got the upper hand advantage. He's already pulled that one strap down, so he's meaning business now. But
Smiley not taking no gruff off of him.
Smiley's growing a beard.
Now Tennessee Ernie Nord taking back over on Big Daddy Edwards.
Send it back into the ropes. Diving clothesline, not enough to power the big man down.
Well, it takes more than just one clothesline to put the big power lifter, Big Daddy Eric Edwards, down.
But that shoulder thrust took him down.
Nice shoulder tackle from Tennessee Ernie Nord. And that's what he's got to do. I mean, that's what Tennessee Ernie Nord is going to have to do in this match with Big Daddy Edwards, is he's going to have to keep him off his feet.
That's the only way to if he can disable the big man, disable his legs, his back like he's trying to right now. Ernie Nord may have get that win tonight.
Well, and as many of you may or may not know, this whole thing right here, this whole situation came from Tennessee Ernie Nord and Kenny were battling the Ninjas right here in Sparta, North Carolina, the last time we were here. And Big Daddy Eric Edwards and Robbie Evil, who was Big Daddy Edwards, he's an on and off tag team partner with Big Daddy Edwards. As many of you already know, Big Daddy Edwards is more of a permanent tag team basis with
Adam Action.
With Adam Action. Oh, and by the way, this is a handcuff match. First man to handcuff his opponent to the ring is the winner. I did forget to mention that. And right there they lay. Now they're out of reach. That's going to make it even that much harder. But Eric Edwards, Big Daddy Edwards, Robbie Evil came in, attacked Kenny, handcuffed Tennessee Ernie Nord to the ring ropes, and that's what set up this whole thing. Now, as many of you may know, speaking of Kenny, him and Buggy Boy are the brand new ZCW Tag Team Champions. So, Ernie Nord has decided to take up this fight with Eric Edwards to allow Kenny to concentrate on other things. So I have to give Ernie Nord credit for being a stand-up guy on that.
Tell you what, Kenny, Cyberzone TV champion, ZCW Tag Team champion. Diesel, I know you say that he gets a lot of preferential treatment, but you can't. I mean, you got to give the boy credit. He's a good kid. He's an all-around. He's a good wrestler. And you're biting your tongue over there. So
well, I will address my feelings with Kenny on the upcoming Rick Diesel show.
Exclusively on AIWF Wrestling.net.
Exactly. I have to remain biased here, but when that Rick Diesel show airs, it's all Rick Diesel, 100% pure.
Open hand slap on the Ernie Nord's face. Smiley's trying to get Big Daddy Edwards to stay within the rules.
Now, Big Daddy Eric Edwards, not only does he have to contend with this feud right here with Tennessee Ernie Nord, which honestly started in Clayton, North Carolina.
Wow.
During the six-man tag match. That was several months ago, and that is blown up into an all full-blown feud right here in Classic Championship Wrestling. We've got interesting news coming up about the Clayton area. before too much longer. The 21st of February is going to be an interesting. No, I'm sorry, 28th in February. 21st is capital punishment in Elkin, North Carolina, but the 28th in Clayton, North Carolina is going to be very interesting due to the fact that that it's going to be. He's got the handcuffs. It's going to be the debut of Jake the Snake Roberts in the AIWF. We'll have more about that coming up on breaking news here in the AIWF. Big Daddy Edwards with those handcuffs. Tennessee Ernie Nord going after him.
It's a power struggle. Ernie Nord's not a small man either, so Ernie Nord into the wall. You know, Ernie Nord kind of reminds me of, I don't want to say a Hillbilly Jim type character, but do you remember
He's like Hillbilly Sven.
I was going to say the Moondog.
Ernie Nord. Yeah, he's kind of a Moondog / Beowulf.
Yes, that's a good word.
Yeah, he's like Moondog Beowulf. But I tell you what, Tennessee Ernie Nord is so popular everywhere he goes in AIWF. Any affiliate that he works with, he is so popular.
I agree, and you know, we were talking about the draft a little while ago. I won't lie and say that I wouldn't mind having both of these guys as mainstays of the Classic. That's, you know, just somebody else to strengthen our roster.
Well, as a lot of people may or may not know, you, Don Carson, and Lonnie, who is respectively, Don Carson is the figurehead over our new affiliate C4W coming up. Lonnie is going to be overseeing Anarchy, and you, of course, right here in your very own Classic Championship Wrestling, you guys sat down and worked this draft out.
We did.
And I know that you're not going to give me any hints on who you picked, right?
Well, I can't, because I think it was trickery how you done that. You invited me to come play poker, didn't tell me there was a draft, so I get there to play a game of poker, and they're all ready for a draft, and I'm sure you'll dive into this in the Rick Diesel show, why you've done that. But I think it was kind of a little trickery. But yes,
the draft got done.
The draft got done. It took a lot longer than we expected to. Found out that Lonnie likes to eat all Pop-Tarts and chips, and I'll tell you what, it was an interesting evening.
Well,
but a lot of progress was made. So
the video from the draft pick ceremony, quote unquote, is right here on AIWFWrestling.net. So you want to check that out. It'll be, I guess, well, it'll be on the front page, I'm sure. It'll probably be in affiliate news as well.
Absolutely.
Archived. AIWF has one of the biggest archived video libraries of any independent wrestling company in the world.
And fans, I've got to tell you too, and we keep redoing the site and making it do this, do that, and trying to keep up with the Joneses, as a lot of people say. But I'm telling you now, come March, April time, wait till you see the new AIWFWrestling.net. There's a new section going to be debuting quite soon. I may make it out a little bit earlier than that, but 24/7 is not just in the WWE. We're going to have our own, and you're going to be able to access footage from back in 1992 all the way up to 2009. So something we're really working hard on, trying to give you, the fans, what you want, give you the ability to see everything that you want to see.
Ernie Nord setting, I can't wait for that, by the way. It's going to be awesome. I mean, think about it. Archived AIWF. You can watch matches, classic matches, from years and years of AIWF action. Now with all the affiliates, it's going to be it's going to be unlimited. It's
absolutely
the greatest independent wrestling website on the planet right now.
Well, and not only are you going to see AIWF stars such as, you know, yourself, Rick Diesel, back from 1992, and Brian Danzig and Terminator X and Gemini and all of those guys, you're also going to see some guest appearances by Chief Wahoo McDaniel, Craig the Pitbull Pittman, who had a wonderful match, I hear, back in the day with Brian Danzig. I've yet to get to see it, but I will soon. As soon as the AIWF 24/7 debuts. So.
Exactly, it's all coming your way. Tennessee Ernie Nord had a prime opportunity to handcuff Big Daddy Edwards right there. The handcuffs were there. Eric Edwards was there.
But he had to get Thor's hammer.
He had to get that hammer. Did he break it? My God, I thought he broke it.
He threw it away. I don't know if he did or not, but it looks like Edwards is out.
This could be it right here. All he's got to do is get them handcuffs around that big beefy arm, and it's over. There it is. Ring the bell.
Big Daddy Edwards has been handcuffed to the ropes, and that man is not happy.
Tennessee Ernie Nord, your winner from Classic Championship Wrestling. All right. Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Big face.
Oh, did you see the sweat running down his crack when he done that? That was nasty. All right. We'll be back right after this message.
Saturday night, January the 17th, Pure Pro Wrestling has done it again. They've brought in the AIWF World Heavyweight Champion. Now, I don't know who I'm wrestling, and frankly, I don't care. But I do know that a man called Beef is making his return to Pelham. He's real popular in Pelham. But Beef, you got to remember something. Jimmy Love's real popular in Pelham too. And you know, the big story ain't about Beef. The big story is about the world champion coming to town. Pure Pro Wrestling booked me for a reason. I think they probably booked you out of pity. I've heard that the road you've traveled over the last couple of years has been a bumpy one. You know something, Beef? I may, since I don't have an opponent, I may out of the goodness of my heart give you a shot at the title that night. I've never beaten you, and as far as I know, you've never lost a match in Pelham, North Carolina. January the 17th may be your unlucky day. You show up, you bring all the beef you got. I'm gonna bring some beef, and I'm bringing the world title, and I'm also leaving with it.
Jimmy Valiant, Boogie Woogie Man.
Legendary Boogie Woogie Man.
Wait a minute, baby. Wait a minute. Hang on.
What are you doing around
What was that going there, brother?
This is our neighborhood.
You done made a young man's game.
You should be retired, Boogie.
Wait a minute, boys! Let me take a bite of my king dog.
You say King Dog?
King Dog?
Is that what you said?
What happened? Come on, boy.
Don't let hunger bully you. Get yourself a king dog, and you too can become a super hunger fighter.
Secondhand Heroes and Home for Wayward Villains is a comic book shop and gaming store that also features Magic the Gathering and D&D. Located at 18184 Leesville Road in Ebbington, Virginia, Secondhand Heroes is your one-stop shop for you to get your nerd on. Open 7 days a week at 11 a.m. They don't close until the dice stop rolling. They buy, sell, trade, barter, and haggle, specializing in collectible toys, both vintage and modern, comics, Magic the Gathering, video games, console, and arcade cabinets to play, all set to free play. Host your game night with us. Monday night D&D video game competitions, and so much more. Something for the collector and gamer in us all. Call 434-317-0121 or shoot us an email with any questions to secondhandheroesva@gmail.com. Note, secondhandheroesva@gmail.com. That's 2ND, handheroesva@gmail.com. Come game with us.
All right, welcome back to the Cyberzone. Great match you seen earlier in the program between Tennessee Ernie Nord and Big Daddy Edwards. Tennessee Ernie Nord getting his revenge for the attack in Sparta, North Carolina not too long ago. Classic Championship Wrestling. Now, for our main event today, we're going to Johnson City, Tennessee and the EWC. You've been hearing for months that he was coming. The monster, Steven Dillinger, was making his way to EWC. Now, he had set his sights on J.D. Anderson in that EWC heavyweight title. He had made it very clear that he was coming to EWC to get gold. Well, he made his debut not too long ago in EWC, and I'm sure that J.D. Anderson was very nervous and very concerned about this monster coming to EWC. But first off, he had to be in a tag match, and they put him with James Blevins to face two other members of War Inc., J.T. Anderson and Brett Mulligan. Now I'm sure J.D. Anderson was watching from the wings backstage. But I tell you what, we're going to go out to EWC, Legion Street Rec Center, Johnson City, Tennessee, for our main event today, Tag Team Action. Let's go to that right now.
JT Anderson and Brett Mulligan in the ring.
JT Anderson, Brett Mulligan in the ring. We're in Johnson City, Tennessee. Well, we're not, but they are, because everybody knows that we do voiceovers here on Cyberzone. Rick Diesel with special guest commentator today, Tiny Tim Dolan.
Great to be in Mount Airy, fans. Great to be with Diesel, who we'll dive into the next couple shows, the little animosity there where I'm getting attacked with my flaming pink shirt from Nashville. But
well, now I have promised, just like I said, everybody knows I'm getting my own show, and part of the deal was I had to be nice on the Cyberzone. So I'm sure you helped broker that deal, but that's okay.
So you promised that, right?
I promised. Well,
but I didn't.
There is a such thing as self-defense.
Okay, all right. I'll give you that much.
James Blevins in the ring, and who is this man that's coming to the ring beside with James Blevins? The much anticipated arrival in EWC by Steven Dillinger.
Steven Dillinger is just a monster. He's huge. JT Anderson holds no candle. I mean, JT Anderson's used to being the big guy in EWC, but not anymore, it looks like.
Our main event this week on the Cyberzone, Tag Team Action from the EWC out of Johnson City, Tennessee. And these boys right here, JT Anderson, Brett Mulligan, this is the first time that they've laid eyes in the ring. Now, this is the first time they've laid eyes in the ring on Steven Dillinger. But, as many of you may know, they did attack Steven Dillinger before this match backstage.
Well, fans, for those of you that don't know a lot about Steven Dillinger, still somewhat of a newcomer here in the AIWF. He is already a former AIWF champion, making that pinfall victory over at Fright Night.
Fright Night, he held it for a couple of matches, I believe, a couple of rounds at Fright Night, 3 Rings of Doom this year.
And if you haven't got your DVDs yet, AIWFWrestling.net, they're coming out real soon.
Real soon, we promise.
Got to make the cheap plug, so.
Exactly. Now I tell you, Brett Mulligan and JT Anderson, both members of War Inc. Do you know that as long as I've been doing this and working with EWC with this affiliate program, I still don't know the chick's name outside the ring? Is that very unprofessional of me, or is that?
They never introduce her. I mean, I've yet to see them actually introduce the lady on the outside of the ring.
Well, and not to be knocking on EWC no more than I have to, but the fact their camera's a mile and a half away from the ring and you can't understand what the ring announcer's saying, how do we know they're not introducing her?
Understandable.
So, but that's okay. That's okay. I tell you what, EWC has one of the better buildings in the whole affiliate program. I love the building, the Legion Street Rec Center in Johnson City, Tennessee. I love the balcony that they have. It's like I said, it's one of the better buildings.
You've wrestled in that building, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
And
I tagged that with Chuck King. I tagged that with Chuck King against Extreme Impact, as a matter of fact.
The current AIWF Tag Team Champions.
Well, at the time, I think they held the EWC Tag Team titles, and Chuck King and I came very close to winning that match that night.
I saw that.
Chuck had an injury.
Typical. Okay. Well, Chuck's been battling a lot, so I personally enjoyed the verbal onslaught by the fans on you. So James Blevins, Brett Mulligan tied it up, headlocked by Blevins. And I'll apologize now, fans. I'm not too familiar with the EWC product, but I'm going to give it my best here.
Well, that's what this whole guest commentator thing's all about. So we can have people get more And the whole layout of the new Cyberzone is that so fans can get more familiar with the affiliates in the AIWF, which, as many of you know, Shockwave Wrestling is now a new affiliate, and we'll be telling you more about them in the near future.
Steve Dillinger backs Mulligan into the corner, giving those shoulder thrusts into the midsection.
That's a whole lot of man to be throwing a shoulder
What is
thrust
he?
into your midsection.
Is he 350?
At least. He's got to be at least 350. Wow. Jenny Craig drools over this man.
Oh, I swear I've seen him on The Biggest Loser as well, but I think he was one of the first ones disqualified.
Well, I tell you what, we're going to have a big loser tonight. One of these teams, both teams have two huge men on it, with JT Anderson on one side and Steven Dillinger on the other. So we're going to have a big loser, and probably the biggest loser in the EWC, and there'll be one right here tonight.
I'll tell you what, fans, this is this match. One goes back to, I'm not really familiar with the EWC product, but I have heard about this match, and I'm going to agree with Diesel. There's some shocking news on the development for a lot of EWC superstars after this match.
Exactly. James Blevins and Steven Dillinger, although they've never been a tag team, this is Dillinger's first match in EWC. They're working pretty well together.
They really are. Show it.
Drop kick from Steven Dillinger.
I felt it shaking Mount Airy.
Nobody's seen that coming.
I didn't know the man could get off his feet.
That had to feel like getting hit by a truck.
A Mack truck. Blevins whips Mulligan into the ropes, gives him a flying elbow.
Now, Brett Mulligan's not used to being on the receiving end of this much punishment, because he's more of a singles wrestler. He's does a lot of singles in
the low blow by Blevins on Mulligan. That's just uncalled for.
Well, Mulligan come right back and got him with the rake to the eye, so I guess it's all evened up again. There's the chick with no name on the outside. Oh, she has a name, but until I find out what it is. Oh, and don't worry.
You will find out.
As soon as this hits the website on the Cyberzone, and J.D. Anderson, here's me call her the chick with no name. We'll be getting an email or a phone call or a registered letter.
And Mr. Anderson, please keep that in mind. That was Rick Diesel not knowing her name. I'm just going to keep my mouth shut in that whole thing. And I get enough heat on the message board, so we'll leave it at that.
Now J.T. Anderson's in the ring, and J.T. Anderson, Brett Mulligan. Now this is where War Inc. comes in good. They've always been a big double teaming, triple teaming. They act like a gang, they wrestle like a gang, they live like a gang. So why shouldn't they gang up on their opponent?
Absolutely. You know, War Inc. has been around the AIWF for years and years. I mean, Damian Arcane, David Steele, J.D. Anderson. The thing is that they've always flown under the radar. When the big family war with the Riders broke out, they beat the living crap out of each other. But who, in the end, still was a stable in AIWF? War Inc.
Well, War Inc. has been around the AIWF since the mid-'90s. I mean, for over 10 years. War Inc. has been in and out of the AIWF. They've been a dominant. They've held titles. They've held singles titles. They've held tag titles in AIWF. They're an awesome force to be reckoned with. And a lot of people don't remember, may or may not remember, James Manson was even a member of War Inc. at one time.
Wow.
Mr. Opening Match.
Good gosh.
Rocky Steelheart.
I've heard
member of War Inc. They have certainly had many members, and right now they're probably at the strongest they have ever been with J.T. Anderson, Brett Mulligan, J.D. Anderson.
I have a feeling, and the woman with no name.
And the chick with no name.
I have a feeling that they're going to get much and much stronger over as. I have a feeling 2009 is going to be their year out in EWC.
Well, J.D. Anderson, as you know right now, is the EWC heavyweight champion. Well, I take that back. He has been stripped of the EWC as of this, as the taping of this Cyberzone. So, and as many people know, there is a poll up right now on the front page of the AIWFWrestling.net where you can vote for the man who will face J.D. Anderson for that title. And I think they've pushed that match possibly to either February or March. We'll let you know as soon as we find out.
Yeah, we're talking about War Inc., but we've forgotten the most valuable asset in War Inc., the man that speaks for them all, Mr. D.
Yeah, oh, exactly. Well, he's forgettable.
He is very forgettable, but
He reminds me of you with a really good tan.
I need a good tan.
That's where I think of Mr. D. Because he's tall, he's kind of got a big head.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm just playing off of what people say on the website.
The big, okay.
I'm not bringing up nothing.
Fans, I really am trying to respect the other board of directors rules and not feed Diesel's ego anymore in this show. So, JT Anderson with a full Nelson on Blevins.
James Blevins been taking quite a beating in this match so far. Brett Mulligan now to the top rope make matters even worse.
This just doesn't look good. I don't have a good feeling about it.
Oh! That was a good move for James Blevins getting out of the way. It's kind of a desperation move. Now he's over to tag the big man, Steven Dillinger.
Can you imagine being Brett Mulligan right now looking at the big man?
That's the last thing I'll be wanting to do is be looking at... Oh!
What's Dillinger doing?
There you go. Ah! Well, you know what you said earlier about War Inc., this being their year, 2009, and they could get a lot stronger. I think right now, War Inc. just may have become the strongest force in the entire AIWF.
And JT Anderson's having none of it.
JT Anderson's just hit Brett Mulligan. Nobody's seen that coming. Oh, and he's hit Steven Dillinger. JD Anderson has made his way to the ringside.
What is going on?
Yeah.
JT Anderson's cleared the ring.
He's calling for a mic. And unfortunately, like I said earlier, it's hard to hear what they say out here. But JT, I never seen this coming. I mean, JT Anderson turning on War Inc. Maybe he just didn't want to be
the other big
man.
I mean, JT Anderson was the enforcer, and we'll let you try to hear what he's trying to say here, fans, but well, there you have it.
JT Anderson saying that he hasn't. He discussed about how he hasn't, and now James Blevins got Brett Mulligan in there. But for those of you who couldn't hear, JT Anderson was saying that he can finally look his wife and family in the face and not be ashamed of his wrestling career, of the things he's done in War Inc. JT Anderson has been embarrassed by his actions with War Inc. and finally he can hold his head high. I don't know. I think it's a cop out. I agree. I just don't think he wants to be the other big man.
I think he foresaw what was coming, and with Dillinger in the group now, you know, Dillinger gave up his shot at the EWC World Heavyweight Championship by joining War Inc. His JD Anderson's not gonna, you know, it's the revolution. You know, it's not going to happen.
I agree. All right, that's it from Johnson City. Thanks for being on the Cyberzone, and we'll see you next time. All right, there you go. Thank you so much for being with us on Cyberzone. Great action this week for this is like the 89th episode of the Cyberzone, but it's the first episode of the brand new Cyberzone where we include all the affiliates. Today we checked out Sparta, North Carolina. We seen Tennessee Ernie Nord get his revenge on Big Daddy Edwards. Then we went out to Johnson City, Tennessee and seen the shocker as Steven Dillinger makes his debut in EWC and replaces JT Anderson in War Inc. That right there has got to be the shocker of the day right here on the Cyberzone. But I tell you what, we got another great episode coming up real soon right here on the Cyberzone. I hope you like the brand new format here on the Cyberzone. And I am Rick Diesel, and I will see you next time right here on the Cyberzone.
You do. The ends with the grip of